Welcome back. For the second straight year, the Sea Dogs are putting on a special night to bring awareness to the deaf and hard of hearing population in our state.
During our game Wednesday night, the team will be wearing specially designed American Sign Language jerseys. We're going to show you that in just a minute. And raise money for a good cause. Joining us this morning is Kevin Bowen, the director of the interpreting services with Pine Tree Society. And during this interview, we have an interpreter who's going to be doing sign language that's going to be interpreting for him off camera right now. So a very unique interview we're doing right here on ARC Maine.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. And I'm really proud to be representing Pine Tree Society and Camp Dirigo here tonight. So thank you so much.
First of all, this all started last year to bring awareness after the Lewiston shootings because so many people from the deaf and hard of hearing population were impacted. How important is this night?
Yeah, this night is really important because it represents the community really coming together, especially of the deaf and hard of hearing community, because the shooting in Lewiston was a terrible tragedy, losing so many friends and family members that night. And so we have the community coming together to recognize and celebrate through the Sea Dogs. It's really an amazing experience.
So this is the second year for this event. Tell us about last year and what you're anticipating this year.
Well, so last year was really fun, but we didn't really know what we were going to get into. So we were excited, but it was something very new. So we arrived, seeing the stadium, seeing how that information about the game was just disseminated to the community, ASL and sign language being visible, and the community coming together in one section of the stadium. It was really a phenomenal experience.
Let's talk about these special jerseys that you guys have. That on the cover right here, it's sign language, and the players are going to wear these, and also they're going to auction these off. Last year you raised $8,000. Talk about how special this is. I mean, seeing the players wear these jerseys and knowing that people are going to bid on these, and it's all going to go to a great cause.
Yeah, absolutely. One wonderful thing about these bidding on the jerseys, especially seeing the ASL signs on the jerseys, that the money that we raised through the Sea Dogs is donated to Camp Dirigo, which is under Pine Tree Society, a camp that we run. And the camp is focused on deaf and hard of hearing youth from ages 5 to 16, really supporting and promoting their identity formation and reducing their isolation as they are spread out across the state of Maine. So this camp is really a powerful experience. So to know that this program is being sponsored is really, really appreciated.
Tell us more about the camp and the impact that you've seen. You know, people come and when they leave, you know, the impact that it's had on them throughout the time that they've been there.
Oh, absolutely. In the state of Maine, we would say there's about 600 deaf or hard of hearing youth from birth to 21. And they are spread out across the entire state. And so often we're seeing them in their own public schools, and they might be the only person in their public school who's deaf or hard of hearing. They feel different, they feel isolated. They don't understand how to advocate for their own needs when it comes to accessibility. Or sometimes they have no language access. And so that can be a challenge. And so this camp, the first day, I see so many campers come in and they're so unsure and uncertain about what to do. They're finally seeing someone who has a similar life experience to them, and it's the first time they've experienced that. And throughout the week, it's so wonderful to see their confidence increase, their ability to stand up for themselves. But the best thing for me, really, is seeing them make lifetime connections, someone that they can always reach out to throughout the years.
Let's talk about, this is a card that is going to be given away. It's of William Hoy, who is, and we're showing the card on screen right now. He was a deaf and hearing impaired baseball player, one of the most well-known when it comes to that. How special is that, knowing that somebody was able to play professional baseball that was deaf or hard of hearing? And they're going to give these out at the game, first 1,000 people.
Yeah, absolutely. He was also the person that was responsible for coming up using signs in baseball, the strike sign. So thanks to him, we have that.
Well, I had no idea. That's my nugget of the day. I had no idea.
That's amazing. Do you feel like Maine as a whole has, become more interested in, understanding, what the needs are for people who are deaf and hard of hearing? Is there still more work to be done to make sure that you have a voice?
Yeah. So there's always ongoing work and issues related to accessibility and access. One thing that I'm really proud of, particularly with Pine Tree Society, is that the organization overall's goal is to develop a better life and opportunities for adults and children with disabilities, here in Maine specifically.
Let's talk about this too, to enhance the fan experience. Talk about what's going on to be offered on display on top of the dugout during a game. I think this is what's going to be special too.
Yes. Yeah, we have interpreters who are going to be provided at the game, right there on top of the dugout. So one thing that's how we can recognize that this is a more accessible space for deaf and hard of hearing community members.
And what else would you like people to know? Why would you encourage people who are deaf or hard of hearing or not to attend this game? It sounds like a very special experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, this game, often when you go to a baseball game, as a deaf and hard of hearing person, our perspective is that you see, what you see on the field, and you're missing, and children, they don't realize that there are things happening in the background of the game, that there's announcements, that there's fun little things, that there's people yelling and selling food, kind of different events happening on the field. And so the community can now finally see and get the Maine Educational Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing students who are going to be out on the field signing the national anthem before the game as well. So it's a little bit of exposure for everyone. It's a really unique opportunity for the community to see our anthem in a different language.
Yeah, sometimes you don't think about it. You're missing out on hearing the person go, "Get your Sea Dog biscuits," which is a part of the game, right? Hey, let's talk about the details again, when the game is and what time and everything.
The game is going to be on this Wednesday night. The gates will open at 4:30.
Great, and first pitch at 6 o'clock. All right.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. A friend of mine is throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, wonderful. And we'll be in charge of the weather. How does that sound? Yes, fingers crossed. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And that's great. Strike. I didn't know
Yes.
Hoy was
Oh,
responsible
amazing.
for that. Yeah.
All right.